Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jason the Cartoon Fan, and this is part 2 of my Funko Pop collection video. In part 1, I showed you guys and gals all of the Nickelodeon Funko Pops I currently own. And in that video, I showed this particular Funko Pop of Doug Funny from, well, Doug. I used him as sort of a transition between my Funko Pops for Nickelodeon and my Funko Pops for Disney because Doug was Nickelodeon's character first, but then Disney got the rights to Doug and they made their own version of his show. Although Nickelodeon still owns the rights to the episodes of Doug that they produced, Disney not only owns the rights to the episodes of Doug that they make, but they also have the merchandising rights. So Nickelodeon is not allowed to make merchandise of Doug without permission from Disney. It's a very complicated legal situation, and it's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So this Funko Pop was released for Disney, it was for Disney's version of Doug, but you can see that Doug is designed the way that he appears on Nickelodeon's version of the show, since they gave him a slight redesign for Disney's version. As a result, I used this Funko Pop as a transition between my Nickelodeon Funko Pops and my Disney ones because of the fact that Doug is in this sort of weird legal position. Anyways, so now that I've showed all the Nickelodeon Funko Pops and I showed the Doug one, which was a transition between my Nickelodeon Funko Pops and my Disney Funko Pops, now it's time for me to show you all of the Disney Funko Pops I currently own. And when I say Disney, I mean the animated canon. I have 2 Funko Pops of that. I have 1 live-action Disney movie Funko Pop, 1 Pixar Funko Pop, and then I have a bunch of Funko Pops for Disney television animation. I have 3 Marvel Funko Pops, and then I have 5 Funko Pops for The Simpsons, which Disney owns now as a result of their 2019 acquisition of 20th Century Fox, and I also have this Funko Pop for The Muppets. So, now that my little introduction is out of the way, let's get on with the video and show you all of the Disney Funko Pops I currently own. First off, I'm going to show you the 2 Funko Pops I currently own for the Disney animated canon. And both of these Funko Pops are for Disney princesses. Alright, first off, Mulan. Just like with the Imagination SpongeBob Funko Pop, this is a special Hot Topic exclusive variant of the Pop that was part of their little diamond collection of Funko Pops, where there's a little bit of glitter. You can see that there's some glitter all over Mulan's dress. Mulan was a movie that I originally thought was really underrated, but as the years went by, it has sort of grew up, its popularity has grown humongously to the point where it just got a live-action remake, which I really don't feel like watching right now, since I heard a lot of bad things about it. But anyways, this Funko Pop is of Mulan in her matchmaker outfit from the beginning of the original movie. So yeah, this is super cool to have. Front, top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back. You can see that Disney also released Funko Pops for 3 other Disney princesses around the same time that they released this Mulan Funko Pop, including Merida from Brave, Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, and Jasmine from Aladdin. So that's cool. Alright. The second and also final of the 2 Disney animated canon Funko Pops I have is of Rapunzel. Rapunzel is actually my favorite Disney princess. She's sweet and brave and loyal, but at the same time, she's not like super saccharine-y sweet like some of the early Disney princesses were. So I'm definitely happy to have this Funko Pop of her, and you can see that she's paired up with Pascal. I'm not a big fan of how she looks stern in this Funko Pop, because Rapunzel is actually one of the most cheery of the princesses of the more recent princesses, I should say. So it doesn't seem like an accurate representation of her character, but still, this is a pretty cool Funko Pop. I got this one at a store in the New Park Mall, which is located in Newark in the Bay Area, California, at a store that just sells Funko Pops. I don't remember the name of the specific store, but it was still really cool to see a store that sold exclusively Funko Pops regardless. I actually purchased a protective container for the box, since you can see right over here, I think, that, oops, the lid below fell off. Here, I gotta go get that. So, the box wasn't in the best condition to begin with, so I bought this protective container alongside the Funko Pop so it could be protected better. Anyways, front, top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back of the box. This was part of the Funko Pops that Disney released specifically for Tangled when that movie came out in 2010, and you can see that they also made a Funko Pop of Maximus. No Flynn Rider / Eugene, though, which is strange. Alright, I only have one Funko Pop for a live-action Disney movie at the moment, and that Funko Pop is of Sarah Sanderson from Hocus Pocus. Sarah is my favorite of the Sanderson sisters. Yeah, she's the stupidest of the three, but she's also the funniest. And also, she's the hottest, so of course she had to appear in my list of fictional character crushes. But anyways, this is a pretty cool Funko Pop to have, because I got this around Halloween time, I think it was last year, and I did a video showing this Funko Pop off, along with a couple of other things I purchased from... I got this at Hot Topic, so it was a video on stuff I purchased there at around the same time. So, definitely happy to have this one. I probably should get around to purchasing the Funko Pops of the other Sanderson sisters, since Hocus Pocus is a really popular movie now, and I don't think that those other two are going to be on the market for that much longer. But I made sure to get Sarah first, since, like I mentioned earlier, she's my favorite, and also one of my crushes. Front, top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back. You can see the Funko Pops of Winfred and Mary Sanderson, the other two of the sisters. So it's cool that they made Funko Pops of them. A little disappointed that they didn't make a Funko Pop of Zachary Binks, but, you know, I mean, most people recognize him as a cat and not the human form he was originally, so I guess it didn't make sense for marketing purposes, but still. Alright, just like with live-action Disney movies, I only have one Funko Pop of a Pixar character at the moment, and that Pixar character is Violet from The Incredibles. Like I mentioned in my Disney movies on DVD and Blu-ray video, I used to have a major crush on Violet. I thought that she was so cool, and she was also the most relatable of the Parr family to me. I don't have a crush on her anymore, but she's still my favorite of the family members. So I purchased this not at Hot Topic like I usually do for most of my Funko Pops, but rather at Disneyland during the summer of 2018. I went to the Disneyland Resort for summer 2018 in honor of my stepmom Janelle's wedding anniversary to my dad. And since Incredibles 2 was playing in theaters at that time, Disneyland was selling a bunch of Incredibles merchandise. So I not only purchased this Funko Pop of Violet, but I also purchased a plush toy of her, since, like I mentioned earlier, she's my favorite of the Parr family members. Anyways, you can see that she has the little invincibility, like she's forming the little invincibility bubble with her hands, so that's a nice little touch. And yeah, pretty nice looking Funko Pop. Number 365, which is interesting, since that means that Disney now has enough Funko Pops for every single day of the year. Of course, they released a bunch of different ones after this one, but still, very interesting to see how many that Disney has put out. Front, top, bottom. You can see there's a little Disney Park sticker at the bottom because, like I mentioned earlier, I purchased this at Disneyland. Left side, right side, and the back. And you can see that Disney also released Funko Pops for all the other members of the Parr family. Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, Dash, and Jack Jack, as well as Frozone, the Screenslaver, and the Underminer, which is cool. Especially the Underminer. I really have to get a Funko Pop of him sometime in the future. Yeah, I'm happy that they made one of him, even though he actually plays a very minor role in this film. Alright, so those are all the Funko Pops for the mainstream Disney films that I own. So now I'm going to show you the Funko Pops I currently have for Disney television animation, obviously excluding Doug. Alright. First, the only Disney Afternoon Funko Pop I currently have, Darkwing Duck. I got this as a birthday present from my real mom, who lives over in Oregon, and it's really, really awesome. Darkwing Duck has always been one of my favorite Disney TV cartoons. I watched it when it returned in reruns on Toon Disney for like one day only in like 2007, and I always wanted to watch more of it, but I never got around to watching more of it until I purchased the DVD releases back in like 2015 or 16, I think. So, definitely a really cool Funko Pop to have. And I know Ryan is, like, Ryan's Treasures, who's a very big Disney fan, is going to be really jealous that I have this Funko Pop, since Darkwing Duck is his favorite Disney afternoon show. Although his favorite Disney television animation series of all time is a tie between Phineas and Ferb and Gravity Falls. Front, top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back of the box. You can see that Disney also released Funko Pops of Launchpad McQuack and Gosalyn. That's super cool. Too bad they didn't make a Funko Pop of Darkwing as Drake Mallard. That would have been awesome. They did make a Funko Pop of Negaduck, Darkwing's doppelganger arch rival. Well, not doppelganger, but like evil arch rival who bears a strong resemblance to him. But that one was like a limited edition, so it's not considered part of the main Darkwing Duck Funko Pop series. Alright, next off I have two Funko Pops for Gravity Falls. And they are of Dipper and Mabel, the Pine siblings. I had to purchase both of them because, you they're such an iconic duo. You can't have Dipper without Mabel. That would be like having merchandise of Phineas without having merchandise of Ferb. Or merchandise of Steven without having merchandise of Connie. Or merchandise of Mickey without having merchandise of Minnie. Or merchandise of, well, I could name a bunch of different characters, but still. Anyways, so I got the Dipper Funko Pop at a store located near my grandpa's house in Sonora, California, which is weird because Sonora usually only has stores that sell old stuff. So I was really surprised to find a collectible store that sold Funko Pops. This one is a limited edition version called a Chase variant. And this version is different from the regular Dipper Funko Pop because this one glows in the dark, while the normal version obviously doesn't. So, yeah, this is definitely really cool to have. Okay. Front. Top. Bottom. Left side, right side, and the back of the box. You can see that Disney also released Funko Pops of Grunkle Stan and Bill Cipher. I really got to get around to getting those other two Gravity Falls Funko Pops sometime in the future, since I really love Gravity Falls. It's not my favorite Disney television animation show, but it's in the top 5. I would say it's number 3, behind only Phineas and Ferb and DuckTales. Both the original series and the 2017 reboot, they're tied. Speaking of which, now is a really good time to make and upload this video, since Darkwing Duck is returning in a brand new episode of the DuckTales reboot that's premiering on Disney XD tonight. I'm really upset that Disney moved the premieres of the DuckTales reboot from Disney Channel to Disney XD, because that means the show is going to do not so good in the ratings now. But I guess it's not that bad since I have Disney XD on this new service I have. Yeah, I have cable again. Somewhat. I have this service called Xfinity Stream, which is basically a condensed digital version of Comcast's cable service, but for half the price. It's still in beta mode, so unfortunately it doesn't have all the channels, but it does have Disney Channel and Disney XD, which means I can watch the more recent Disney shows. Really hope that Nick and Cartoon Network get added soon, because there are some shows, like the Casa Grandes and Meow Meow Pure of Heart, that I really want to check out, but haven't been able to. Alright. Well, I'm getting off topic here. Back to Disney. Anyways, so here is the Funko Pop of Mabel. This particular version is a Hot Topic exclusive. It's different from the regular Mabel Funko Pop because while the original version had Mabel in her usual rainbow sweater, this Funko Pop has her splattered in unicorn blood from that episode of Gravity Falls with the unicorn. I think it was called The Last Mabelcorn, if I remember correctly. I'll have to check that. I'm gonna go look at my Gravity Falls Complete Series Blu-ray box set to see if that's the name of it. Yep, I looked inside, and yes, that is indeed the name of the episode, so I was right. Anyways, definitely a really cool Funko Pop to have. Definitely need to get Mabel's regular Funko Pop sometime in the future, though, as well as Grunkle Stan and Bill Cipher. This is a Hot Topic exclusive, but my mom purchased this for me as a birthday gift secondhand in, like, 2017, if I remember correctly. Because I think that was the year the Gravity Falls Funko Pops came out, or was it 2018? I don't remember exactly, but I know I got it for my birthday one of those 2 years. Anyways, front, top, bottom, left side, right side, And the back. Alright. Next off, I'm going to show you the Disney Funko Pops that I'm proudest to have in my collection. I have the complete set, well, almost the complete set, of the Star vs. the Forces of Evil Funko Pops. Star vs. the Forces of Evil was my cartoon obsession back in 2017 and 2018. I used to watch it almost every day in either through random YouTube uploads, since I didn't have Disney XD on my cable at that time, only Disney Channel, or the very few times when Disney Channel was airing it. Because although Star vs. the Forces of Evil was a Disney XD original during its first 3 seasons, although it was supposed to be on Disney Channel first, Disney Channel did air reruns of Star occasionally during that time, before new episodes moved over to Disney Channel in 2019. Anyways, so since I was such a big fan of the show, I wanted to get all the official Funko Pops. And I got the complete set as a Christmas gift in 2018. Well, almost the complete set. I'll explain why I said almost in a bit. So, I'm not into Star as much as I was back then, but I still think it's a really good cartoon. In my top 5 favorite Disney television animation shows, I'd say it would be number 4. So, yeah. Definitely happy to have all the Star Funko Pops, especially since Star ended its run last year. Alright, so the first of the Star vs. the Forces of Evil Funko Pops I'm going to show you is of none other than Star Butterfly herself. Although Star vs. the Forces of Evil isn't my favorite Disney television animation show, Star is not only my favorite Disney television animation female character, but also my favorite Disney female character ever. I just really dig her energy and quirkiness, and I definitely relate to her efforts to get along with her stern mother, since my stepmom Janelle is actually not that far different from Moon in terms of personality. Anyways, definitely very happy to have this Funko Pop in my collection, and this is actually a Hot Topic exclusive version, because this Funko Pop of Star has her in her Muberty transformation, and there is another Funko Pop of Star that's just her as regular. So, definitely really cool. So, that's why I said almost the complete set, because I don't have the Funko Pop of Star in her regular outfit yet. Probably should sometime in the future, though, since, like I mentioned earlier, Star ended its run last year, so there's a very good chance that the Funko Pops of the show might eventually get discontinued very soon. Anyways, front, top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back. This Funko Pop, as well as the other Star vs. the Forces of Evil Funko Pops, were released after Star was going to move its premieres to Disney Channel. They announced that Star would be moving its premieres to the main Disney Channel in 2018, and these Funko Pops were released at the tail end of that year. So you can see that the Disney Channel logo is on the back of the box. And then right over there, there is a picture of the Funko Pop of Star in her regular outfit. So, yeah. Definitely really cool to have. Alright. I know I sound like a broken record right now. I'm sorry. Once again, this is another unscripted video. Okay. So here is the Funko Pop of good old Marco Diaz. And you can see that he's holding one of the laser puppies. Another nice touch. Front, top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back. Alright. Next, for the Star Funko Pops, I have Thomas Lucifer. Tom was a Star versus the Forces of Evil character that I didn't think was popular enough to justify having merchandise of him, but I'm definitely happy that Disney gave him merchandise because of the fact that Tom is actually one of my favorite characters on the show. So, I relate a lot to his problems with maintaining anger because of my autism, like maintaining anger management, I should say, due to my autism. So it was really cool to have a character like that on that show, and definitely awesome to have a Funko Pop of him. Front, top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back. Alright, last but not least, for the Star versus the Forces of Evil Funko Pops, we have the show's original antagonist, Ludo. Unfortunately, Disney didn't release a Toffee Funko Pop, even though he's the best Star versus the Forces of Evil villain. So, that's unfortunate. But I don't think they're going to make one of him anytime soon, since, like I mentioned earlier, Star ended its run. Though the Gravity Falls Funko Pops came out after that show had already ended its run. So maybe, but Star, while it is really popular, doesn't have the same fan base, like the same massive fan base as Gravity, so I don't know. But it still would be really cool regardless. I would also like it if Disney released Funko Pops for Recess, Kim Possible, Milo Murphy's Law, Amphibia, and the Owl House. I would also say Phineas and Ferb, but I don't think that its character designs lend well to Funko Pops. Alright. Front, top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back. Yeah. So those are all the Funko Pops that I have for homegrown Disney properties and Pixar, since I know Pixar wasn't Disney's originally, but it's become so intertwined with like homegrown Disney that I honestly consider it part of homegrown Disney nowadays. Alright, so now I'm gonna jump into showing you Funko Pops of Disney's acquired properties, including Marvel, The Simpsons, and The Muppets. Alright, so first off, for the Marvel Funko Pops, I have Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora is another one of my fictional character crushes. She is such a badass warrior, but at the same time, she does have a sensitive side, like a sweet side, so that's good. Anyways, there was a different series of Funko Pops for Guardians of the Galaxy that came out for the original film in 2014, but I missed out on purchasing those. So I got this Funko Pop of Gamora that was released to promote Guardians of the Galaxy 2 instead. And I got this one at Hot Topic. Front, top, bottom, left side, right side, and the back, complete with advertisements for the other Guardians of the Galaxy Funko Pops that were released to tie in with the second movie. including all the remaining Guardians, as well as Nebula, Mantis, Ego, and Taserface. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 are actually my two favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe films, so I'm definitely happy that Disney decided to release Funko Pops of them. Alright, next off is a Funko Pop of Captain Marvel. I got this one at Disneyland last year. I'm not really a Captain Marvel fan, but I saw her costume character at Disneyland, and so I figured, hey, I found this Funko Pop of her, and the movie was still playing in theaters when I found this Funko Pop of her, so I figured, hey, why not purchase that? If I ever decide to downsize my Funko Pop collection and get rid of some, though, this is definitely going to be one of the first ones to go. Front, top, bottom, complete with the Disney Park sticker. Left side, right side, and the back. Oh, I should also make a tiny little correction here. When I say Disneyland, I meant the resort, but the specific park I purchased this one at was actually Disney's California Adventure Park, since they have some Marvel stuff over there, because they have Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, as well as there's going to be a new Spider-Man attraction opening there soon. Let's see. The Violet Funko Pop I purchased at Downtown Disney, at their World of Disney store, where they were selling a bunch of Incredibles merchandise to promote Incredibles 2. Alright. Okay. Last but not least for the Marvel Funko Pops I have, Black Widow, as she appears in Avengers Endgame. While Black Widow isn't my crush like Gamora is, I still think that she's a very well-written Marvel character, and I'm definitely excited for her solo film that's supposed to be coming out this year, but I don't expect that to be happening because, well, COVID happened, so its planned July 2020 theatrical release got canceled. Anyways, still definitely a really cool Funko Pop to have, and I purchased this because of, in memorial of her, since, as all of you should know, and I'm sorry if I'm gonna spoil this, since for the 5 people in the world who haven't watched Avengers Endgame yet for some odd reason, but yeah, she dies in the movie, so I bought this Funko Pop just because. I mean, yeah, Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, also passed away, but he's much more popular of a character than Black Widow is, so I still expect Marvel to make more merchandise of him. Not really